Hi everybody, I'm going to show you a little bit of Microsoft Teams. So the very first thing is obviously how do we log into it? When you first download and install Microsoft Teams, you should be presented with this type of window. It's going to ask you to sign in. I've created a test account so that I can demonstrate some of these videos and kind of chat with myself back and forth because I talk to myself. So let's get logged in here. After you type in your email address, it'll be the email address that has been assigned to you from Altamont Christian School. And Microsoft Teams will load. Now, probably the first time you sign in, it's going to ask for your password. So go ahead and type in whatever your password is. The one that I created for you, the first time you log into the web page, it's going to ask you to create a new one. So nobody knows your password but you. Once you're signed in, this is what you're going to see. This is the default page in Microsoft Teams. You're located under the Teams section. I don't know why they didn't call this Groups because it's already Microsoft Teams, and then we have Teams inside of it. So Groups would have been a better name. So I might call this section Groups, but just know that what we're talking about here is the Teams section. And basically inside of here, you're going to find a listing of all the different groups that you're a member of. In my email, I think I mentioned things like all teachers, everyone. There are certain groups that you might not be a member of that somebody else is. For example, I'm not a member of the teachers group, but I'm a member of the office staff group. Everybody is a member of the everyone group, etc. So you will see the groups listed here on the left-hand side of whatever you're a member of. You're able to tap on each one of those individually and send a message or post a comment, new conversation inside of that group. Anybody that's a member of that group is able to see that message. Any new person that is added to that group is able to go back and see all the history that that group has ever posted messages to it. So once you post a message, it's kind of a public thing. It's kind of like when we say something, it's out there, you can't get it back. So you can also post images, you can post GIFs, things like that. So when you first come in here, you might see it like this. You see the groups all listed and a little arrow next to it. When you first click on it, it's going to expand and you're going to see that channel there, General. Each group has that type of channel called General. Not like a military rank, but this is the general chat. So everybody will see that, and that is where you post messages to. So this is the group, but this is the channel where people talk inside of. I didn't make this up. This is how Microsoft created all this and how it's set up. There's no way for me just to keep it inside the group and you post there. That it's not possible. So you have to have a channel, and these are the different channels. Now, some organizations might have one group and then multiple channels underneath there. There might be a channel for, I don't know, each day of the week or things of that nature. I don't think that we're ever going to do something like that. It's really unnecessary. But everybody sees General. In there, you're able to click on New Conversation, type whatever you want, and then just press enter. Oop. Okay. And there it is. It is posted in there. Now let me switch back to my actual account. And I'm going to go over here to Teams. And I'm going to see the test group that I was just talking to. In General, there it is. So this is the message that Uncle Fester just posted. That's my test account. And you can click right underneath on any particular message. There could be multiple messages now from different people. And underneath any message, you're able to click on reply and respond to that individual, and it puts your response directly underneath. Now let's switch back to the Uncle Fester account and let's see how that appeared. Excuse me as I switch back over here. Okay, so back under the Uncle Fester account, this is how that user would see a response to their message. So it kind of keeps it all organized so that you know, kind of like in a text message, you know what people are responding to if they click on reply to any particular message. You can create a new conversation, and this would be a separate conversation outside of this original one, or you can respond to people directly. So this is a way to kind of keep each channel organized, and if you respond with a simple answer like yes, well, are you answering me or somebody else? And that's why it helps to click on the reply underneath somebody's message so that they know, what am I responding to? What am I answering? or what is my comment in relation to. So those are the groups or the teams. Now furthermore, on the side here you see chat. Everybody has chat, and you can click on this, and these are messages one-on-one, direct messages to individuals that nobody else is able to see, just the individuals that are members or have been added to that conversation. So these are conversations that anybody can create. For example, right here you have this little square box, and if you hover over top of it, it says new chat. This is how you start your first one. You would click on this, you would start typing the person's name, if you know their email address, first name, last name, whatever you know, and that person will appear. When you find the individual, you'll click on that person. You can add multiple people if you need to, and everybody will just show up, and you can add as many people to a conversation as you need to. But when you have everybody listed that you need to receive this message, then you can go ahead and type a message to them. When you click enter, everybody that you've added has received that message. So this is a great way to have one-on-one conversations with individuals, or a group of individuals that might be, there might not be a preset group under here, under Teams, so you might need to kind of make your own group chat. This is very useful. Even though we've created things, we thought a lot about what kind of groups need to exist, like the lead teachers, and then each lead teacher has their set of teachers underneath them, different departments, things of that nature. But there could be times that you need to talk to somebody that's kind of like in different groups. Maybe I need to have a conversation with a couple different teachers, a coach, and Walt as well. So each person is a member of different groups. So you're able to create a group message, add everybody to it, and then you can all have a conversation this way. Same thing, you have all the options at the bottom. You can modify your text, you can send it with higher importance, you can attach files, which is really useful. I know that most teachers are using the Google platform to host documents. I particularly use Office and files locally. And anytime somebody responds, everybody sees the response. So there we see Miss Marie's response to Uncle Fester. Perfect response there. And like you're seeing, she just sent a GIF. So you're able to send all this stuff. GIFs are at the bottom. You can attach regular images, which I've configured Microsoft Bing images search to be able to attach images to it. These are all royalty free, so we're not going to get in any trouble. And then there's other kind of cool stuff that you can do as well. Let me show you some. I'm going to switch back over here to my chat with myself. And down here at the bottom, you see this little icon. It almost looks like a light bulb. When you hover over top of it, it says praise. Let's click on that, and what's going to pop up is the ability to kind of praise somebody, cheer them on for something that they've done. There's a bunch of different reasons: awesome, courage, optimism, inclusive, leadership, creativity, a coach. Let's do creativity, and then I'm going to put here the person's name, so I'm just going to type Fester to make it easy. And there's the person that we're going to praise, and then I can add a message. So once you have it typed, you can click send, and that praise is now sent. I'm going to switch over to my account so you can see how it looks like when I receive it. And right under here, under the chat, we're switching to Uncle Fester, and there it is. So as you see here on the side, I have several different chats going with a couple different individuals. Some of them are groups of people. Sometimes you might need to have a chat with 2 or 3 people, but then another time you need to add one person to it. I would recommend you create a new chat, a new conversation, and add those people. The reason is simple. If you've added somebody, let's say like in this conversation we see next to the bottom, it's me, Dara, Jeff, and Dr. P. If I need to have a conversation now that also includes Walt, I could add him to this conversation, but then he's going to see all this history of our conversation in the past, and he might spend time to sit down and read it because he thinks, I need to read all this. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's not why I added him. I just need to ask him a quick question. It would be better for me to create a new group and add those individuals and then just send the messages or the questions that I have so that nobody is spending time reading other conversations that do not apply to them. It's not about hiding information, it's just about saving each other's time, because I might think you've added me to a conversation and I need to read all the history, and so I'm going to, but maybe that was a not well expenditure of my time. So there's no limit to how many conversations you can create or groups that you can create. It doesn't cost us any extra, so use those to your advantage. All right, I think that's all for this first video. This is Microsoft Teams. Feel free to play around with it, send messages, chat back and forth. This is a great way to send information that is not critical or urgent, something that you need a response right away from. There's certainly much more to Microsoft Teams that I will be showing you in the days to come. And just get a little comfortable with it, because as you go, you're going to see all these other capabilities that it has, and I'll touch on those in the future video and show you some more advanced stuff that you can do, like calling and meeting and sharing files and video chats and all kinds of other things. It's a great utility also for text, because you're able to share your computer screen with me and I can see what you're seeing. I can fix stuff. I can take control of your computer and troubleshoot something. So more to come in the future, but for now, just try to use the basics of it all. Everybody is ready to go. If you got that email from me, your account is ready to go. You just need to download it, log in, set it up on your phone and log in, or go to the browser website, just Microsoft.com, and then you'll click on Teams and you can log in from there as well. Thank you, everybody. Have a great one.